Here at Unity Spiritual Center, Ottawa, we trust in the power of joining in prayer. So I welcome this morning's prayer partner, Mary Way.
Let's take a moment to bring to our mind and our hearts those for whom we wish to pray. Some of you may have already placed those names in the chat box, but bring them to your heart, bring them to your mind. With these loved ones in mind, I open to the unlimited life, wisdom of consciousness, of the universe, to the magnificence of divine nature. I recognize that God is infinite choice and willingness, steadfast commitment, and an inexhaustible current of life-giving energy. Knowing this, I affirm that I am, that you are, that everyone is, that all situations are unique expressions of this love and wisdom, centered in divine energy. I trust my divinely guided will. All that no longer serves any of these situations, any time, is lovingly released, and all is enfolded in divine peace and wholeness. I am overflowing with appreciation for this reminder of the truth that I know, the truth that I am. Our prayer for these present circumstances is presently and perfectly fulfilled. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Mary. All right, this is the part I'm really excited about because now I get to go sit in the audience because like a good service facilitator, I stalked our guest and I'm excited to hear her story, but especially hear her perform. And that very special guest is Sherry Hursey. Now, in this current phase of life, Sherry has been the music director for Unity of the Oaks in California for the last 10 years. She's been part of the Unity movement since she moved to Los Angeles when she was just 14 years old. Now, there's more. She's an award-winning actress. She's a writer and a producer in radio and film and television around the world. Wait, there's more. Does she seem a little familiar? Does her face look a little familiar? She played the role of Ilene on the hit TV show Home Improvement. There's something, oh, that's where I know that face from. There's more. I haven't talked about how well her beautiful, amazing voice. You have a beautiful, amazing voice, Sherry Hursey, among all those other talents. So all of us can settle in and be prepared to be wowed. Her talk this morning, in our darkest night, there is a spark of light. How many of us have learned that by going through it? In conjunction with music that's been produced with her husband, Rick Cowling, Sherry is going to take us on her journey of transformation and of insight and of discovery and of healing and of passion and of awakening. Sherry, on behalf of Unity Spiritual Center, Ottawa, welcome to our community and good morning. We're so glad you're here, Ms. Sherry Hursey.
Wow, I didn't even know how to follow that, Brenda.
Thanks for coming. Good night.
That'll be all, folks. Oh, good morning, everyone. I am so honored to be invited here today and so grateful to be celebrating life with you. I want to begin our morning with a meditation. So let's just close our eyes and take a deep cleansing and healing breath in. Let's allow our hearts and minds to open. And let's exhale and release any tension in our bodies, allowing ourselves to be here, centered, present right now, in this beautiful moment, in this beautiful community. With each breath we take, let's just sink a little more comfortably into our chairs or in the sofa that we're sitting on. Just continue breathing in and out in a comfortable rhythm. And repeat quietly to ourselves the words, be still and know. On the in-breath and on the out-breath, that I am. Again, inward breath, be still and know. Outward breath, that I am. Just continue that while I speak a little bit more. Think of my voice as the voice of spirit. Be still and know. And come back home where I am. Withdraw all attention from and interest in outer things. Let go of any sense of self and separateness for this moment. Nothing without in the realm of manifestation is true or of any real importance, for the only reality is within, where I am love. Be still and remember that there is only love. Be still and know that you have no consciousness that is apart or separate from love consciousness. Be still and know there can be no separation from love, because love is all that is. Be still and know that I am love. Be still and know that at this moment, your heart is the altar of love, so irresistible and magnetic that it draws to you your every supply. Be still and know. Listen to the words of the song we'd like to share, and just bask in this state for a while.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know I am. Be still and know that I am peace. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am peace. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am peace. Be still and know. Be still and know I am. Be still and know that I am love. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am love. Be still and know. Be still and know Be still and know I am. Be still and know I am.
So good morning, Unity Spiritual Center of Ottawa. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and I'm just honored to share some of my magical journey with you through music and message, and with the help of my husband, Rick Cowling, who is actually sitting right here next to me as my go-to technician in case we have any Zoom issues. And since this is the first visit, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I know that Brenda did tell you that I was the music director at Unity of the Oaks in Thousand Oaks, California, which is my spiritual home. And I hope you won't mind if a lot of my words are sung and not just spoken because of that. A lot of my message is really music and the vibration of music and what it does for me in my life, and also for my husband, and our joy in sharing it. So I'll also be sharing some intimate details of my life's journey. So after this, you'll have to adopt me and become part of my forever family, because you'll just know a little bit too much about me. So I'm just going to start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Excuse me for that. In my childhood, since we're going to be concentrating a little bit on the dark night of the soul, I will give you a little background. And my childhood was rather challenging. Life was kind of like a 6-hour Lifetime movie, seriously. And to summarize, I was born in the Deep South. And at a very early age, my father decided my mother was unstable and unfit. And by the time I was 12, he told me that there was no hope for me turning out well, that I was already ruined, and he was going to save my little sister. So he left me and threatened to put me in a juvenile home if I ever tried to see her again. So I was estranged from them both for many, many years. And after that, my mother uprooted me and we moved to La La Land, where the adventure began. And there were a lot more traumatic events that led up to that. It really is a 6-hour movie. But the point is, what I took from that experience were some pretty negative beliefs about myself and the world. The people you trust, will disappoint you. The world is unsafe. I'm not worthy, things like that. And I struggled with those beliefs for most of my adult life. Mostly I questioned God, because I think since I couldn't identify with a father's love, and God was always referred to in my fundamental upbringing as Father God, I didn't have that sense of love and protection. And it sent me on a path of seeking and finding that divine Father within. Of course, stumbling into Unity Church on 4th Street in Santa Monica with Dr. Sue Sicking at age 14 when I first moved to Los Angeles from South Carolina was a huge help in that search, and one I am forever grateful for. But here's what makes this story worth even mentioning. I know that I would not have been so determined to find myself and to know God if I hadn't had those challenges and those self-worth issues to overcome. I could see the path and the choices in front of me, and I am just so grateful that I had enough strength to hear and follow my true voice, the true voice within me. And by the way, I did reconnect with my mother, yes, my father and my sister, and we had a chance to heal our relationships. The transformation through all of this in my life, in every aspect, was amazing. There are so many gifts that the storm can bring, and I am absolutely aware of that in my life, and that is such a blessing. I'm so grateful that I was able to hang on to whatever piece of truth was trying to birth the Christ of my being through me. If I hadn't been, and if it hadn't been for those challenges, I probably wouldn't be speaking here today. It was the difficulty of that time in my life that forced the opening of the door to my discovering the power of the presence within me. Okay. I know that whatever lies before us, and I know this is a hard one, but I know that whatever lies before us is for us. And I know that life offers us all the wisdom we need if we can just open our eyes to see it. In every situation, there is a spark of light. And with that, I'd like to share the very first song my husband and I wrote together, Spark of Light, which we've done a new arrangement for the movie Lilly's Light, which you will be able to see soon. And I'm looking forward to that too. But enjoy this version that we did intimately just for you. Mm-hmm.
Did you make sure that sound was being shared? Window.
As a flower shows its petals, as a baby bird takes flight, as the morning sun says day's begun, there is a spark of light.
As the snow falls on a mountain in a canopy of white, as a rainbow crawls through a waterfall, there is a spark of light. And it ignites the flame within us,
A burning love that has no end.
this wheel of life with its gifts of light spins round and round again. When we give our hearts to someone, when we try with all our might, when we sing out loud, reaching for the clouds, there is a spark of light. In the sound of playground laughter,
In the gaze of lovers' eyes,
in a mother's face when her newborn takes the very breath of life, as it was in the beginning. In this world it has no end. This wheel of life with its gifts of life spins round and round again. And in our deepest sorrow,
or in our darkest night,
when we're far from home, we're not alone, there is a spark of light. Without a doubt,
the stars come out,
there is a spark of light.
So, just a few of the silver linings of my youth were being thrown into this new culture in LA and gravitating to music and theater, and the music departments and all the Hollywood producers were in the audience at my school, which I had no idea about. And I discovered that drama and dance and music were my passions, and being in LA was the best place for it. And having that passion quickly moved into a career in acting I've enjoyed for over 40 years. Some of the things that you might see me pop up on are very old, actually. Happy Days, Mary Tyler Moore. Sometimes my friends will call me and just say, hey, did I just see you on like an old rerun of Dr. Quinn, whatever. And it's been a very blessed and beautiful journey for me, my career. There were a couple more nights, dark nights of the soul, that were very important in catapulting me forward in my consciousness. I call these transformative seasons of the heart. And I believe if we simply look at everything like that, then we can have this powerful perspective, just like the seasons come and go, just like our seasons of the heart come and go. And just like nature, we have an inexhaustible storehouse of riches and a supply that never runs out. One of those seasons was when I lost my best friend and my surrogate mother, and my marriage at the time was coming to an end, and home improvement was ending. And this became an opportunity for me to once again completely surrender. And I found myself asking God why, and God spoke loudly, very loudly. And the next thing you know, I was writing a children's story about a young orphan who grew up to be the keeper of an enchanted lighthouse. And I didn't question it. I just wrote it down with confidence. And shortly after that, Lilly's Light was birthed. It's a message of unconditional love and unity with a voice for displaced and foster youth. It didn't occur to me at the time, but now looking back, I can see that that was a full circle healing in my life. The next difficult season I faced was many years later, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. Once again, I was literally forced to surrender, to trust, and to heal some very deep wounds that were still living in my body and that I had carried. I think when a beautiful therapist who's very like-minded asked me, what did I feel? The words dispensable came forth. And I had the blessing of reaffirming my life, letting go of any victim consciousness, blessing and loving my body, and claiming victory. And with all of this, my results were nothing short of miraculous. And when my oncologist called to tell me that I no longer needed chemo because my tumors had gone, she was in tears. I'd like to share and sing with you the song Seasons of the Heart, which was written during that journey and in the middle of chemo when I could barely even sing. Rick and I wrote this one. It's very special to me. Sort of explains it all. We're getting it.
Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, just when it all seemed dim, nothing left to do but discover, even as day from night, darkness turned into light and became a butterfly. If they can do it, so can I. Just as the lily bud pushes through the mud to flower, a chick pushed out the nest finds it's just a test to empower. hidden strength inside. When we let go and glide, we discover wings to fly. If nature can do it, so can I. Won't try to run and hide, I'll be the changing tide in every season of the heart. I'll find a quiet place, sink into love's embrace, and let the transformation start.
Just like the sleet and rain pound the window pane in December, when all the clouds appear, there's no need to fear. Just remember, the winter birds will sing another song of spring, and a rainbow lights the sky. If nature can do it, so can I.
The seasons come and go, just as we live and grow.
There's a magic to impart.
Won't try to run and hide, I'll be the changing tide in every season of the heart.
Just when we've set the stage, life turns a page forever.
And when the angels call, I won't resist at all. Just surrender into that quiet place, filled with amazing grace, to embrace a brand new start. Yes, I can do it.
Yes, I can do it.
There's nothing to it.
There's nothing to
It's
it.
just a new season of the heart.
I don't know if you could hear that little woof at the very end of the song, but that's one of our two dachshunds who always loves to listen and really gets involved in every one of the songs. So as you can tell, probably from the words of my songs, I love this path that we're on. I love the discovery and life and this amazing, colorful journey. And I really believe that the object of life is just to keep growing, stretching, and expanding our consciousness. And I just love that your phrase today, to use my power of will, to choose, to commit, and to be willing. It's really the theme of what I'm talking about and sharing today too, because that takes a lot of will to push yourself through and birth these new, beautiful gifts that the storm brings, birth out of them. Everything that lives has the right to all the development it is capable of attaining. And there is an abundance of opportunity when we are willing to go with the tide instead of swimming against it. So I only have one more song to share, but first I want to say thank you to my friend Cheryl Driscoll and Reverend Roxanne Buckle for inviting me here today. I want to thank Brenda and Sheila and everyone who helped me set up. And I've so enjoyed this opportunity to be with you all. And there's one thing I want to mention about this video that I'm going to share next, because it is the victorious statement, I am the life. And it was also created during my time of transformation when I was going through my health journey. And I discovered when I was putting this video together for you all that there were some clips of the day after I was diagnosed. I had called Reverend Molly Rocky from Unity of the Oaks, and she said, go to the beach, put your feet in the sand, plant yourself in Mother Earth and claim your victory. This was the day after my diagnosis. I found some of those clips yesterday synchronistically, and I saw myself saying, I am celebrating life. I celebrate life, which is the very end of this song. So I added those clips. So when you see them, you will know where they're from. And I so hope the song inspires you and you will continue to celebrate life. Thank you for having me, and God bless you all. Mwah.
Got my mother's fears and my father's voice, and used to think I had no choice. But I'm not merely a stamp, I'm more than merely a stamp. A creation pure as clouds above, kissed with faith and hope and love. I know who I am, I know just who I am. I am the life, I am here, I am faithful. I am the life, I will shout, I am grateful. Not a soup of serendipity, melting in a pot of history. My true nature is a symphony, a unique divine identity, a universe.
We're born into a world of doubt till we learn to live from inside out. 'Cause we're not merely a stamp, we're more than merely a stamp. Like the acorn who became an oak and said out loud when he awoke,
I know who I am, I know just who I am. I am the life, I am here, I am faithful. I am the life, I will shout, I am grateful. Not a soup of serendipity, melting in a pot of history. My true nature is a symphony, a unique divine identity, a universe. I am the life, I am here, I am faithful. I am the life, I will shout, I am grateful. I am the life, I am here, I am faithful. I am the life, I will shout, I am grateful. Not a soup of serendipity, melting in a pot of history. My true nature is a symphony, a unique divine identity. Not small or insignificant, we're made of love, omnipotent. Our true nature is magnificent, and our potential infinite. In the universe, we are the universe.
we are the universe.
I am the life, I am here, I am faithful.
celebrate life.
Celebrate life.